You are listening to Toronto's only pure metal show, The Red Switch.
Let's make some magic happen. Okay, now first question: who does the world belong to, and why?
I don't know. I guess it could belong to us someday. I don't know. That's the plan. Hopefully we make stuff happen, play music, and take over the world. That's the main goal. So if we do that, then congrats. But whatever.
Solid answer. There's some changes in the world of Pyramid Theorem. Other than a swanky new MySpace layout, you've got some new merchandise for sale. Now let's get into the sound. Pyramid Theorem's sound is, in a word, progressive. The songs are long sagas that are intricately expressed, melodies complemented with trills, solos, multi-layered guitars, that kind of stuff. It's all tied together with really complex drumming. How exactly does this craft in particular come together in this style? Like, how does the end result come to be?
Pretty much, we'll just all get together, jam out. Like, let's say Sammy comes up with a little idea, brings it to us, and if it's something we can work with, then we take it from there and see what kind of other parts work with it and sound good. And
Vito's just a monster, so
yeah, pretty much.
I hate him. Not really, but like we're good guys, I guess. We're all cool with each other.
The EP, Voyage to the Star, features 4 epic songs filled with nearly every emotion metal can possibly offer. There are slow, mellow interludes that blend into heavier, chuggy parts like in The Agency. What has the feedback been like for listeners at shows, or just impressions people have from listening to the record?
There's a lot of like people, they tell me mixed feelings, like not in a bad way, but like, whoa, like I really like that slow part. Like it takes them somewhere, I guess, you know? Like they're like, oh, I love that keyboard part. It was so soft. It was so blah, 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 you know? We get a good response from playing it live.
Yeah, the feedback's always positive, especially like in a live gig. People are just, I'll even look out and just people are shocked, you know? Like,
For the most part, then, like fans who don't know what to expect come to these shows saying like, well, then watch you open and be like, oh, that's interesting. That's kind of the vibe you're getting.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that come up to me, they're like, oh man, you sound like this guy, you sound like that guy, oh, he's awesome, blah blah blah. I play like them, I like them, they're my influences. I have a good time hearing that. It makes me feel good, at least. Like, how'd you bend it like that?
and all the people that just tell you suck.
Yeah, then there's just
terrible.
It just sucks. It's a curse.
I'm sure all listeners of Pyramid Theorem and the enthusiasts are itching to know, what does the new material sound like, and have you entered kind of uncharted territory, creating new, crushingly awesome jams?
Yeah, the new stuff is different. It's like there's a lot of song structure in it, but then there's also the cool technical aspects, like fast guitar, slow guitar, like nice chords, good choruses, stuff like that. It's a lot different. It's gonna give like our PT fans a run for their money, I hope, at least.
It's a lot more like, even I've heard this from other people, not so much sounding like all the other bands that we like. Like people say, yeah, it can sound like, say, Dream Theater, Symphony X, whatever. But this stuff, it's kind of like we're just more defining our own sound, like in our own like original sound. So like when you hear the parts, it's not like you're gonna say, oh, that sounds like this part, or it sounds like this. It just sounds like Pyramid Theorem, you know?
That's a goal too, right? We want to sound like us. I don't want to be like some guy, hey, you sound like Rush or Dream Theater. But whatever, it's kind of cool.
It's obviously a compliment. Like that's the biggest compliment like we could get, basically. But at the same time, we're trying to do our own thing.
Exactly.
Of course.
Sometimes when we do themes on the Red Switch for progressive metal, we've noticed when we play songs from Voyage to the Star, the songs come in sections. So like one part will be kind of softer and it'll build up. And the building up itself is like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and so going back to the newer material, is it a lot like that? Because you said it's different, so how different is it?
It's got a cool vibe to it. Like, the songs themselves, like our new songs are different. Like, all of our songs are different, every single one. But the structure, like we were saying, like, it's not like we build up. We do the build up stuff, right? But it's more, it's spread out. Everything is so, like, equal. I find, at least.
Because we don't like to repeat parts, really, but we like to give parts the same, like, vibe and feel, so it still sounds like a song instead of sounding like one part going to, like, something completely different. It is doing that, but in a way that it sounds together and flows.
The band has moved onto the final round of a competition from which you could receive 20 hours of recording time. Word on the street.
Really? Word on the street, eh? Whatever. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. Like,
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Exactly. We're just going to play the show.
Play the show.
You know what?
Like
it's a show. Exactly.
We're doing our best.
The band is currently in studio after winning a competition at Markham Theatre.
Yeah.
The competition was judged by Q107's Joanne Wilder.
Oh, Joanne.
Yeah. Who has talked about the band a few times on air. So how did that come to be?
She's awesome, and you know what? Like, she really, like, just when we were playing at the Markham Theater, we just, I don't know, she just really liked our sound. Tell her to come to the show. She's all open arms. All she wants to do is help us, and it's a good support. I really appreciate what she's done for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can continue to, like, she can help us and we can work with her.
It's kind of a big step, moving to like commercial radio, getting that kind of recognition. That's cool. Okay, speaking of tour, you're working on a tour for May, June-ish.
Yeah.
Can you give me some details on that?
Get shows like mostly around like Ontario, right? Because
We're wearing off now.
Yeah,
like we're
exactly.
going out. Like the other day we played in Hamilton, which was fun. You know what I mean? Everyone's all open arms for us, which is awesome too. Like, it's good to have support. You know, even like these other bands we're playing with, like Death Point. We played with them. They had the show the other day, and they just
When the four of you are in a room together, you're like, okay, let's write a song, guys. It's about that time.
I wish it was that easy.
Oh, man.
It's time to write a song. Okay, everyone.
Does everyone need to be sober first and that kind of thing?
Whatever. Pretty much Vito sucks. So no, like whatever. We write songs when it's time to write a song. Like everything has to be flowing. I find like with our writing, like it has to work that day for us to write a song. I don't know.
If not everyone's on, then it's
Yeah.
gonna go nowhere.
February 26th, you're playing at
London, Ontario.
with Endist.
Yeah, Burning the Day, Breaking Fourth Wall, Heaven Ablaze, Odium, which we've been doing shows with, and we're gonna be back in London the next month on the 16th.
Yeah.
With Assassinate the Following.
Yeah.
And then April 9th at the Opera House.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's actually a huge opportunity for
Yeah.
us. We're playing with Inertia. Thanks a lot to them for getting us on the
Yeah.
show.
Thank you, Noel.
That's a huge opportunity because obviously Sonata Arctica, they're a big band, and that's kind of like our style where we want to fit in. So obviously there's gonna be a lot of people there to see us that haven't seen us
A
before.
lot of exposure out of that
Yeah.
show.
for sure.
A lot.
What was it like from day one when the band started, and what was your mission statement then, and how have things changed up until this point in terms of not only how you write but how you book shows and interact and like network with different bands and people?
Well, before it was we would kind of do it all through like one guy, or like we would have a promoter and we'd book our shows through him. If we want to get shows like in Toronto and even everywhere else, we got to kind of do it ourselves, and it's kind of all just bands putting on their own shows, and so you got to try and connect with the bands really.
Well, our manager
Yeah.
helps out large for that. He's
Yeah, Twisted Tees and Josh Bellinger for the artwork of the new T-shirt.
Buddy, it's
that we
awesome.
Did because
Thank you.
It just looks, and you can get that on our website, on our MySpace. Inertia, like I said.
Last question about the new material. Is it going to be like a full length, or is it going to be more like this again?
Basically, we're in the studio now, and we won just enough time for one song, so we're going to be putting out a single, hopefully in the next month or two. After that,
Who knows?
Yeah, because we're almost finished writing the material for our full-length album. Can just get in the studio to do it. It will be full-length, though, for sure.
Is that going to be a 2010 release?
I'm going to say who knows.
Yeah, it's currently
pending.
undecided. Who knows? Yeah.
Probably 2011.
That does it for me, unless you have any final words of philosophical wisdom.
Got to say, little Johnny, thank you for coming out to our shows. You're freaking awesome and really cool. So it's pretty cool. And Joanne, thank you. And the demo is for sale on CD, baby. You can get that.
Buy our CD.
Buy our CD. Thanks for having us.
All right, that does it for me.
Beautiful.